Monday night and we've had a wonderful day. We've been to James Bond Island today. We woke up, we went to 7-Eleven, got some breakfast, and then we just sat outside on the porch waiting for the driver to come past. We went to get some other people's and then we were on the road for a while. I don't really know how long because I fell asleep. Surprise, surprise, I took travel tablets because I knew I'd be quite bad, but I don't know if it's that knocks me out or just the journeys themselves. I don't know. When we first got there, we went to the monkey cave, Suwangkuha Temple. Went in, got to the top and then came back out, and then we went like round the corner, which is where the monkeys were. Oh wow. โอ้ no. โอ้ we meant to feed them? Mm. Hello. And it was really funny because there was like a crazy like monkey lady, like a monkey whisperer, and she was just sort of brushing the path of leaves. It was like a bit of a hidden path though. It just like she was like sweeping dust from the floor, which obviously is a never-ending job. And she was like sort of chittering away to the monkeys, which was cute. She sort of looked at us and was sort of just saying things, and we didn't really know what she was saying, so we just followed her. She just kept sort of speaking, and it was getting later and later, and obviously we needed to come back to the minibus, and we was like, we're gonna have to go. And then she was like really quite distressed. I don't know, either distressed or like enthusiastic. And eventually we got to the top, which was like a hidden sort of cave where there was, what even were they? Were these statues? Just really old statues in a bit of a cave. But I guess they just don't go looking around there anymore. They don't really maintain it because it looks really, really old. But she seemed like really, really happy that we'd gone to see it with her. And at that point we literally turned around, ran back down this hill that we'd climbed up, and ran back to the minivan. We saw lots and lots of little monkeys. They were smaller than I imagined. I thought they'd be bigger. Then we got back on the minibus, and then we went for lunch. So we got to the pier, and then we went onto a longtail boat. We opted for a longtail boat rather than the speedboat, which I think was nice. I quite liked the longtail boat. Loads of glorious scenery. Koh Phangan, which is an old Muslim floating island. That was really good food actually. We were sat on a table of 6, so we had 2 other couples with us. One was a Polish couple and the other ones were not Norwegian, Swedish. And then we got back onto the boat eventually after we'd found our missing person, because we were waiting for one more before we could go because we were the second boat to go. So we waited about 20 minutes. This guy was just late. He just come on his own. He was an older chap just minding his own business, and obviously he didn't realise he was late. So then from lunch we then went to James Bond Island, and we spent 45 minutes there, but I feel like that was a long time to give us considering like what it is. Like obviously it's a beautiful structure, like it's incredible, but there's only like, you can't really, well, I don't think you can go up to it, can you?
I think you can swim to it.
Can you?
I don't know.
I can't remember if there was those like buoys to stop you.
I think it was behind it.
All right.
I can't remember.
Well, I didn't want to swim in it because it didn't look the cleanest of waters. It was a sight to see, obviously. But yeah, I think we were waiting about half an hour because we basically walked up and down and then round and round, and then that was it. We were done. Then got back on the longtail boat and we went to Talu Island, and that was great because we got to go on a canoe. We didn't paddle it ourselves. We had someone behind us. His name was Kimmy Boy, and he was really entertaining. He was really nice. Like obviously the page to be like that, but he took us sort of off the beaten track. Like he didn't need to do that. It was really nice. He offered to take lots of pictures. He was chatting with us, and I was really, really grateful that when we got sold this tour, like I made sure that we got the canoe, because I couldn't imagine being stuck like at the place where they start and just watching other people go. Like I feel like that's a waste of time really, isn't it? back on the longtail boats back up to the pier. And then we made our way back down because it was a long mini bus trip. It was a nice day. We got to do all the things that they said they would. The guy that we bought the trip from actually gave it to us cheaper because I don't know if you can read that. We went for this one. So advertised it's 2,600 baht per adult, but when we actually went in to book it with the guy who sat us down, he gave it to us for 1,600 each, which I didn't think was too bad because we were looking at trips and stuff and some of them were ridiculous, like £100 per person. We got back about 6ish, I think. I think they were quite good timing, really. But then I guess the driver was a bit crazy. He was also like gunning, which isn't a bad thing. But I feel like the roads are calmer, but the drivers aren't. Like I feel like there's not as much traffic on the roads, but like they're still crazy. I still wouldn't want to drive in Thailand, like full stop. We got in, had a shower, washed my hair. We watched an episode of Breaking Bad because we weren't too hungry yet, and then we headed out about 7. We walked down to the old town and sat in a restaurant in there. The food was nice, but the rest of it was really expensive. So like we didn't actually get any drinks because like everything was like £2 up. Whereas we're sort of used to like quite cheap drinks, so we weren't really keen on that. There's only like a few Thai dishes as well. Like obviously being in Thailand, like most dinners have all been Thai. And then about a little bit in, there was a live band, so that was quite nice as well. Started filling up really quickly, but then also though we had an absolute downpour of rain. It was just torrential for about 30 seconds, to which me and Steve were like bricking it because we didn't have an umbrella, we didn't have a jacket, we didn't have anything. It was just, I just had some t-shirt and trousers on and Steve had t-shirt shorts on, so it would have been buggered. Luckily we managed to escape, and it was only sort of, not even dribbles was it? There was like the odd spit, which obviously we're used to being in England, so I'm gonna watch some Breaking Bad. I'm gonna ring my grandparents later to wish them a happy new year because I didn't do it yesterday, and then I think we'll go to sleep. I don't think it'll make a very interesting video.